of conferences, and you talked about play when working. SOTA is a party. I have been to many. You learn a lot and you play a lot as well, and you're with really amazing, supportive, like-minded people, but you also have really interesting conversations that really expand your mind, and add to that all the actual lessons that are happening where you come away a better astrologer than you were before that weekend. And so what inspired you to start SOTA?
For many years, there was really nothing going on. And somebody looked at me and said, well, you can start a conference, why don't you start a conference? And a lot of things in my life have started like that. Somebody said, well, you could do that, why don't you do that? And I went away and thought, well, I could do that, why don't I do that? Now it's run with a lot of help from a few really good friends. But I just felt that we're blessed here in Toronto with a lot of really good astrologers. But if you don't know what's going on outside Toronto, your view of astrology gets very narrow. No one has got it all. So I just felt it was really important to bring in people with different types of expertise from different geographic regions, because you'll find that the hot trend in astrology in BC or California is not necessarily the hot trend in astrology in Ontario or New York City or Michigan or wherever. So SOTA came about, a lot of people came together, and we just had this great big melting pot of all our different techniques and skills, and we all learn from one another and share from one another. And over the years, really a family has kind of sprung up. If you walk into the opening and you don't know anybody, it's somebody comes up within 5 minutes and says, hi, who are you? Where are you from? Oh, you're from there. Do you know this person? Do you know that person? Do you want to come and sit with us? And the next year you've got another member of the family.
Absolutely. It is an amazing experience. My very first SOTA was 5 years ago. And yes, it was...
That long?
I know.
Oh, wow.
Just as you describe it. Just as you describe it. From the moment I walked in, I was loved, I was accepted. Of course, because astrologers tend to have a strong sense of themselves, and I think that's a necessary part of astrology. You have to trust yourself in order to trust the symbol. You know, in order to give voice to the symbol that you see in a chart, you have to have a certain amount of self-trust and listening to yourself. Even with that, people are incredibly open and empathetic and loving and welcoming. It's been quite the amazing experience, and it's the same every single time I go.
Thank you. We try hard to do that, but I am also blessed in knowing some wonderful colleagues. I have wonderful staff. I really do think that the people who come to SOTA are a very special group of people. There are some conferences that you can go to that are kind of and
but that's so not who you are.
Well,
so
no, that's absolutely not who I am.
And so of course the conference that you organize wouldn't be like that.
No, it isn't. And what happens is if you're coming to SOTA out of ego, possibly you're not going to come back a second time, because it isn't so much that our people are not impressed as we're impressed with everybody and we're real. And so if you come in and posture and strut and say, you know, I have 2,000 clients, people say, oh yes, I have to go brush my hair now, and they walk away. So It's a real, it doesn't matter what level you're at, it doesn't matter where you come from, it doesn't matter if you do classical astrology or modern astrology, or even, God forbid, if you look at asteroids, which I do. Everybody's welcome, everybody's listened to, and you have to work really hard not to be accepted.
I've noticed that you get astrologers of every level there, which is really wonderful. You get people like yourself who've made this amazing contribution and have this amazing wealth of wisdom and knowledge to share. And then you also get a lot of people who are brand spanking new. And it's really nice to meet all of them. Wherever you are on your journey, you are welcome at SOTA.
Absolutely, absolutely, and we hope everyone will come back. We never know, because this is an independent conference. Every year, I never know if it might not be the last year, because it's totally self-funded. And every year, usually in the summer, when everybody's on vacation and nobody's registering, I say, oh my God, this is a nightmare. It's turning my hair gray. Look, it's turning my hair gray. This is the last year. This is absolutely the last year. And usually, by the first day into the conference, we're talking about next year. And this year has been really good. We're talking about next year already.